What's going on, world? This your girl Kiwi. Man, let me run this back full circle. What's going on, world? This your girl Kiwi. Y'all know what we do and how we do it and what day we do it on. This is going to be Transparent Tuesdays. The reason why I'm smiling so big, you're taking part of another journey, but when I realized that like the journey just continues to just kind of coincide with each other, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep this real, I'm gonna keep it transparent, I'm gonna do how I used to do. I used to do this a long time ago, as I was trying to find myself. And what I love about this is now that I know who I am and I found myself, I'm sharing with you all the journey I'm taking myself on just to become a better version of myself. Again, for some of you all that don't know, I used to do Transparent Tuesdays when I was battling with trying to figure out if who I was okay. And I was actually sharing that. And I loved it because I was very transparent about all my ups and downs, and it helped a lot of people. It may even hurt a lot of people because people still had expectations of me. I stopped doing it because of the many reasons that I had hurt some people's feelings because, again, they had expectations of me. So this time around, because I know exactly who I am, I don't have no expectations of myself. And I'm just going to let you know, in order for you to truly receive what it is that I'm giving to you, I would actually recommend, highly recommend, don't have any expectations of me. I'm not trying to make this all, it ain't, what I would love, don't get me wrong. I am a visual person. I would love for this to be all fancy and stuff. However, you going to get what you get. So I don't care whether you like it or not. I'm letting you in on my world right now, and I'm at a point in my life that I'm trying to make sure I check off boxes before I leave here. I'm making sure the purpose box every morning is checked, that I'm being the best coach that I possibly can be, and that comes on different levels. So you'll probably see a part of that. I'm gonna talk about it because it's a part of my daily life. I have come to a place that I have ask myself who I am outside of a coach. And I know that, but I haven't been nurturing it. So I'll probably give you a little bit of that as well, because now I'm very intentional about making that, having that be a part of my life. And then the other part of that is this journey to the stage. I had this conversation with my mom, and again, you ain't got to understand it, but I think it's very important that I share. And if you're listening to this, maybe you needed to hear this, and that's the reason why I'm doing it. And God said, I'm going to need you to open up, even though I didn't want to. Even though I'm a little bit of a quiet person. Not a quiet person. I'm not a quiet person. I didn't got to the point, especially with social media being all you, like, I don't feel like I got to tell my business like that. However, in this journey of the how-tos, how to, the resilience, the discipline, and what it takes to really strive in your pursuit to become a better version of yourself. A lot of y'all, you ain't seeing the real. And you just want to see, like, if something connects with you, like, how did you get past it? How did you get through it? That's how I be, trust me, I be on YouTube looking at other individuals, and I'm pretty sure, just as I've done in every season of my life, I'm gonna be finding bodybuilders to kind of, guide me in, oh man, when you were starving, what'd you do? At this point, while you're, gaining and eating all this food, what'd you do? But here I am, journey to the stage, and the reason why, and I think let me lead with this, is I got unfinished business, y'all. I say that because, my first real prep was 32 weeks. I did a show to qualify for nationals, and then my big show was nationals. So literally within that 32 weeks, I did a show, came out great. Again, I had no expectations. I had no idea what my body was going to look like. And then nationally, just stepped on a national stage and said, here I am. I done put all of this sacrifice and all of this into it. Here I am. And I never forget the feeling of not necessarily like when they called my name as third place, but the conversation I had as I was walking from the stage. And I remember this, one of the judges, matter of fact, came to me and literally said, you know, we didn't know who you were. So, kind of, and I was like, huh? He was like, come back to the next one. And I was like, so me being newbie to the game, rookie, I'm like, oh, heck no. I'm like, psh, oh, that's how y'all gonna do me? So I should have won. I should have got my pro card. I stepped away from the game because it was like, man, I made all these sacrifices. All I got was a trophy. All I got, you gonna tell me what I worked so hard for and what I deserve. Y'all not gonna give it to me? And for 8 years, there's been moments in time that I looked on my social media, times where I was like, man, I wonder if I would have continued. I've watched people that came up with me. I mean, I watched somebody that literally we never competed against each other, but we were coming up at the same time when Miss O, like, and I just wondered, like, man, what could I have been? And I don't want to ask myself that question anymore. I don't even care that 8 years later, it probably would have looked different. Maybe. Who knows? We'll never know. But what I don't want to do is walk away from this game as an athlete. Forget coach. Coach has its own section. Forget Kiana that has her own section. But Kiana as an athlete, as a pro bodybuilder, I'm saying that, speaking that out loud as a bodybuilder, to see where I could go, where the stage can take me, where I can take myself, what level of discipline do I have 8 years later, what can I accomplish in this sport? I don't want to have to wonder anymore. I don't want to live with that. And again, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but me. I have so much to prove for myself because I don't want to live with the wonder. So what you're about to take part in is my journey back to the stage after 8 years, y'all. It's different. It hit different. I'm literally in week number 2. I'm actually starting the bulking season. I got to put on some weight. So we'll go 12 weeks of putting on as much mass as I possibly can. So literally, I'm eating almost 2,500 calories. Woo! The first week, I lost weight. Even though I was eating a lot, I lost weight. So he upped it some more. And here I am, you know, going into the second week. And just, I'm locked in, y'all. So locked in. However, first week was not easy. I questioned myself. I did a video, y'all probably see. I really literally questioned myself, like, what is you doing? You 44 years old. Things is different. Your body's different. The game is different. You sure you want to do this? Like, forget everybody else. I was asking myself that question, y'all. I was asking myself that question. And not because of anybody else, because I was like, man, please. So here I am locked in. Like, there's no second, like, and what I've come to realize, and one of the things I want to share with you all, and why I'm in the position and why I'm so locked in versus last week. So if you watch the video, I'll probably hear somewhere. If you watch the video, I was literally questioning at that moment as I'm eating. I'm like, is this really something you want to do? Like, you can make a decision now. You can decide to do this. You know, you don't really have to. Don't nobody really know. It's good. Like, maybe this ain't. Maybe you looking at this wrong. Maybe you just. I was going through all of those thoughts. Because then I also was like, man, and I mean, the work you put in, what you look like, all of that. And it was like, not even God. It was like my own self was like, hold on, time out. I know you older now, and I know it's been some years, but you far wiser now. Man, you got a level of faith and connection with God right now that you could take on the world if you wanted to. So what are we talking about? And quickly, very quickly, y'all, I snapped out of it. Now let me say this. You know, this is the part that I want to start breaking down, because it's so easy for somebody to be like, yeah, you know, just last year, y'all, I was depressed. Just last year, I've been going, like, my life has pivoted in so many different directions, moving from one state to another, having my life been thrown upside down and all of that. But in that is where I built up my faith. In that is where I realized, like, my connection with God had to be the first thing I worked on. My foundation. I got me a life coach. I got all of these different things to make sure, like, not all these different things, but I did so many things to get myself to this point. So it wasn't like a snap, like, and this is what people miss. That moment that I just told you about, that I literally snapped from this thought to this thought, took a whole year for me to be able to do that. And I hate when people just say, you know what, I did this, and all you see is that's why I don't like before and afters. What's the in between? How long did it take? What did you go through? They forget, we just look at it like, ooh, before and after. Like, that's just happened. And it's like, no, that didn't just happen. You know, you know how many tears I cried? You know how many boxing bags I hit? Do you realize how many sit stills that I had to sit in my feelings? You know how many, therapy calls I had to be on? You realize? Like, all of those things had to happen in order for me to be at a point where I had a thought, and how quickly I told myself, what is you talking about? Because of the work that I've done. And even God, I feel like I said, I feel like God was just sitting in his chair like, baby girl got it. I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to do nothing extra. She got it. Because I've done enough already. We did a lot. And she's still human. But watch this. That's why I'm locked in, y'all. So that was the transition from the thought of that first day. And I've said this, like, the first day is always the hard. When you start something, it's like, what the heck? Life just, it's like, yeah, you can be excited about it, but then all the things that it takes, it's new, it's uncomfortable, it's, all the things it is. But again, I always say this, as I said in the video, make this your last day one. So I made that my last day one, y'all. And now I'm in week number 2. Got past that real quickly. And now it's week number 2, and I'm, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. There's a lot of great things that's happened this week. Man, in the midst of this, I'm working. In the midst of this, I got Women Who Live happening, doing that every morning. In the midst of that, I am cooking all my food, y'all. Let me tell you, that's probably the hardest part. I'm not, okay, let me choose my words. I don't like to cook. I'm a cook because as you can see, I cook. But I don't like to cook. So in the midst of going through 1 week of cooking all this food, I've bought lots of gadgets to help and assist with my cooking. Because I know that adjustments have to be made, and I'm going to make this, when you prepare, success follows. That's how I feel. So preparation leads to success. So I've done all the things. I continue. One of the things that I talked about probably in a previous video is that I didn't want to step on stage again because I realized how much of a selfish sport it was. And that meant that it was just me, and I would have to kind of pull away, and not give myself to other people. What I love about God is like, yeah, I got you, but that doesn't mean you can't continue your purpose and you can't continue to serve. It's just like you just have to make sure that you have your boundaries, your non-negotiables, and that you don't extend your energy too much, because you're really not gonna have that much energy. And it's so crazy to have a tight-knit program right now that is very intimate, it's very special, because not only is this the 10th year anniversary of Women Who Live, but it only requires so much of my energy, so that therefore I can give all of Coach Kiwi to them, and I can still bring Kiwi and Kiana, still make sure that I get the attention I need for the season of my life. It's so crazy. And it's not even crazy. I only want to say that because this is where I'm going to leave this video. I'm going to try to make these short and sweet, y'all. But why I'm in a place, like why I feel so good these days, it's because I told God, I'm not in control. You are. You are. And what I love about the relationship me and G.O.D. have, I don't know if you've been in a car with somebody, you feel so comfortable with them. You may not even know where you going, they going, but you in your phone, you done went to sleep, you just chilling, and you'll wake up or your head will lift when you get there. And that's how I feel with God. I'm to the point where I'm like, God, I trust you so much, I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to relax. Let me know when we get there. I don't even know where we going, but I know it's going to be good. And every once in a while, he'll say, look up. Look at the scenery out there. Or every once in a while, he'll say, you know what? I'm going to let you go ahead and take the wheel. Just make sure you hear me so I can give you direction. But what I love about the season I'm in now, he just like, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So if I could tell you anything, which you probably gonna hear so much about, is why I know that this journey is gonna be amazing. Because God is all up in this. And I made sure that I got my alignment. So where we going, we gonna get there nice and safely. And I'm just excited because I don't have no expectation other than when I step on that stage, I'm gonna get exactly what I'm supposed to get. It's there waiting for me. Nobody's gonna be in my way, because all God says, I just need you to do what you need to do, and I'll do what I need to do. And I can sit back comfortably, say I'm gonna give everything I got, because I know what I gotta do. And when I do that, smooth sailing. So I'm excited as y'all take this journey with me. Feel free, ask questions, all that, but I'm gonna put some videos, like some workout videos. We already got it planned, but I just wanted to introduce the first episode of Journey to the Stage, the official episode. And my plan, y'all, is to drop it as a Transparent Tuesdays. So, expectation-wise, expect it on Tuesdays, and we'll have a great time. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Get up out of here. Peace.